Hello Leo, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for the week beginning May 17, 2026, Leo Sun and Leo Rising. Let's take a look at your overall energy for this week. We have, who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. And we also have confidence is the key to success. Now this is new moon in Leo, so this feels like the new you. Okay. Leo, you know what? There's an energy here of feeling more upbeat about your life, caring very much about how you are perceived by others at this time, in a way which is healthy for you. It's not an ego thing. It's more about looking your best, looking healthy, doing things that make you feel your best. And this is giving you newfound confidence. So for my Leos out there, you could have been working hard on yourself recently, going to the gym, working hard on your diet, buying some new clothes, maybe doing your hair in a different kind of way. It definitely feels like an upgrade, and it's bringing you a new jolt of confidence. I'm looking in the back here, and it kind of looks like a pirate ship, which is really interesting. I've never noticed this before on this particular card, but you probably can't see, but right in the back over here, there's what looks like the crow's nest on an old-fashioned Spanish galleon, and it looks like people are climbing up the rope ladders here. We've got a frog dancing up there as well. This looks pretty good to me. Confidence. Well, yeah, I think that for you, confidence is innate. It's a natural ability of yours, but something may have knocked your confidence in the recent past. So let's see. It's you getting back on top, feeling like that roguish self. Yeah, Leo, it feels good. It feels like you're going out and wanting to have adventures, exploring. Some of you may have an affinity with water. Leo, let's see. I've already been meditating on these cards, so let's get started with the reading. I'm going to pop down the cards, and while I do that, I want to thank you for your support, Leo, in any way that you've given it to me. Pressing that like button, subscribing, commenting, all those things help me out a great deal and are a wonderful way to support my channel, so thank you, Leo. Right in the center we do have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Okay, yeah, well, confidence, but control it a little. There could be a tendency this week to maybe overindulge just a tad. And for you, I don't want you to go backwards in terms of what you have created for yourself here, Leo, when it comes to healthful benefits. Yeah, so be careful of that, because there may be something in the air this week that maybe makes you go backwards a little on the health journey by overindulging, just a little, but something to watch out for. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, past energy. I think that you've wanted to go off and be this great explorer, and you've been held back for some reason. It could have been any reason at all. Health, it could have been finances, it could have been a job. But it looks like there's going to be a change in that. All right. Oh, we've got the Nine of Swords here, 2 nines. So it does feel like things are playing on your mind a bit when you wake up in the middle of the night, or at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. The worries come in, the concerns. It happens to a lot of people, waking up in the middle of the night, and that's when we can't get back to sleep. Some of you may get up maybe a little bit too early. It may be, Leo, especially if you've had some late nights and you're going to wake up around 3 a.m. Just be mindful of that this week, to give yourself a little bit more sleep, a little bit more time to rest. We do have 7 of Pentacles. This one's coming up in the reverse. Yeah. there's a little bit of frustration around you. I think that for you you're not willing to step back. You're not willing to stay back. You're not willing to... Yeah, it feels like you really, really are focusing on movement at the moment, and it's bothering you. I get a restless kind of spirit. Seven of Wands. Wow, we've got 2 9s here. We've got 2 7s as well. So it is around, I think, Leo, for a long time you've been in survival mode. You've survived a lot. You've dealt with a lot in your life. And you've probably been dealt some really tough injustices, Leo. And you've always gotten through them, I get, by the skin of your teeth. It's like you don't want to live with regrets anymore, Leo. You feel like, you know what, it's about time I do some things for me. Yeah, it feels like going back to a period in your life, Leo, where things were a little bit more self-focused. For a long time you may have been focused on other people. It could have been family, it could have been a spouse, whatever it was. But it feels like, okay, well, I kind of want to do things the way I used to before all of this stuff happened. But here's the thing, Leo. Moderation is key, because I don't want you to do something that you regret later. Yeah? I think that for you, there could be a moment this week where you could be tempted to go a little astray, do something that's quite overindulgent, and that could upset you. You could beat yourself up about it and say, oh gosh, I wish I didn't do that. Just a warning, guys. 5 of Swords in reverse in your environment. Yeah, you know, there's an energy here of kind of... Oh gosh, this is a really tough one for you, Leo, isn't it? Because I see you being very confident and going ahead and wanting to do something for yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But then after the fact, there could be some sort of it feels like really you're conflicted, aren't you? Because I'm getting all of this conflict in my mind. Whatever's happened or whatever is going to happen this week, do it with confidence and don't beat yourself up about it after the fact. Because you felt it in the moment, it felt good in the moment, you enjoyed it, leave it at that. Okay? Try not to go backward afterwards and you know, go into the mind and think, oh gosh, why did I do that? No. Spirit is definitely saying, if this is something that you wanted, it was something that you did it in the moment, you know, as long as it didn't physically harm you or anyone else, Spirit wants you to let go of the beating yourself up about whatever this is. It could be as simple as, you know, when we're on a health journey and then we think, oh, you know, what's the harm in just having that one scoop of ice cream, right? And then one scoop turns into 5, and then feeling really bad afterwards. That's a simple way of putting it. It could be anything. But Spirit doesn't want you to beat yourself up. It just wants you to, okay, well, you know what? Occasionally I'm going to make a boo-boo. It's nothing major, and try to move on from it. Yeah, the 6 of Swords. It's time for you to write a new chapter. Where in the world do you want to be in your life? Whatever you think this mistake was, it could be something that you feel like was a missed opportunity. Some of you may have sat on your laurels and said, you know what, I really want to do something, but XYZ is the reason why I couldn't. Yeah, for some of you, you want to do something here, and it could be some sort of coping mechanism that brings the clarity. You know, you're sitting there after the fact of doing something that you wished you hadn't, thinking, you know what, that was a symptom of me wanting this other thing that I feel like I can't have right now. But Spirit is saying you can still have it if you're confident enough to go and get it. Some of you have let a lack of confidence stop you from achieving your fullest potential, and you may have gotten caught in a cycle of coping mechanisms like overindulgences that may have affected or chipped away at your confidence or your health over a period of time. But I think, Leo, you're getting back to a point here where you're this go-getter, where you're this adventurous spirit, and this restlessness, this confusion, this conflict that I'm feeling within you, which feels very, it feels like anxiety. Yeah. I think that if you can rest your mind, you can find the clarity and find the reason behind all what you've been doing and what's causing the restlessness, and take practical steps towards doing that thing. The outcome for you is the world, yeah. And it says, who in the world are you? Getting to know the real you. Yeah, so you can still do this. There's an energy here of, celebration. Celebrating a job well done. For some of you, you're wanting to move, or you're wanting to explore a part of the world. For some of you, you did that when you were younger, and you want to get back to doing that. And we've got temperance here. Yeah, that's that moderation. Moderation is key. So whatever's been done here this week, don't beat up yourself when it comes to thoughts. Say, okay, well, I wish I hadn't have done that, but find that peace of mind, find that quiet place, and look instead to what you really want to achieve, where you really want to put your priorities, your focus. And confidence is key to your success here, Leo. Jealousy, well, that's never a good thing. If there is someone that you've been jealous of in the past, I don't actually pick that up. I feel like there could have been some sort of issue this week where you've held back. We've got the Harlequin here. Feelings being masked. I don't feel jealousy here at all. But what I do feel is recognizing that you have the power to do something that you feel like you haven't been able to do for a very long time. There has been an energy around you of feeling defeated, feeling like, oh, why can't I do the thing that I really want to do? There's this energy of giving up all of the conflict in your mind and finding yourself at peace. And writing a new chapter in your life. Okay, let's see. Any other messages here, please, for Leo this week? You could be attracting some jealousy, but I actually don't feel that. Yeah, I think that Leo, you tend to be somebody here who has conflict around doing the thing, the big thing, the thing that you've always wanted. It could be a trip, it could be getting the job that you've always wanted, but right now you're content to just kind of sit with what is, but you're not content. You need to be content. You need to be content rather than this restless spirit, because if you're constantly in that state of unrest, it's going to be something that brings you this conflict, this anxiety, this worry. But if you can find peace with what is, if you want to play it close to home here, you can do things, you can explore in your own state, in your own city. You don't have to go and do the big thing. Yeah? Finding peace. Finding peace. Playing it safe. Yeah, letting this go. I think with the Six of Swords, you'd like to take this journey. You'd like to do this, but you may feel like it's not safe in the world at this time. We've got the world here. Who in the world are you? Confidence is your key. Here's the thing, Leo. If you want this, you can still go and get it. But others of you may think, okay, well, you know what, I'm just going to let this go. Nine of Cups in reverse. I'm going to let this go and focus on another priority. It'll be different for each one of you. I mean, I'm reading for so many Leos here. You won't all take the same direction. If you are jealous of somebody else who perhaps is doing this, or you feel is more freer than you, there's no reason to be, because I think that deep down you are just as adventurous, just as free-spirited as that person. But you know what? There's no crime here in choosing to stay with what is, especially if you have a very nice, comfortable life. We don't always need to go rushing off and do the big thing, right? We can live a very comfortable life. And for some of you, you're choosing that, and you're choosing to let something go. Something that could be moving further away from you. Yeah, let's see. Any other messages here for Leo? Coming into power, okay, and healing the past. Okay, well, yeah, I think that's what's been holding you back. There's power in this energy of playing it safe. We put a lot of emphasis on the new, taking risks. But I see this as a very powerful energy as well. You have the power to create whatever it is that you want, and some of you will choose this energy here. And this is very powerful energy. Letting other people deal with the drama, letting other people deal with with things that are perhaps very risky, unknown. Choosing to play it safe. Nothing wrong with that. As long as you're doing it from a place of strength, not from a place of fear or worry or anxiety about what's out there, but instead saying, you know what, I want to stay where I'm at. I'm gonna let that go, and I'm going to feel powerful and emboldened where I choose to be. You know? Running from our past into something new doesn't fix the issue. So staying put and feeling empowered, not feeling like we need to get on that boat. We've got boats all around in this reading. Yeah, we even had a boat right at the beginning with that pirate ship right up in the corner there. As long as you do whatever you choose to do here with confidence, you're doing the right thing. But you can't go back and beat yourself up about thinking, oh well, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? Sometimes letting something go, but you have to let it fully go. You know, you can't keep saying, oh, well, I should have done that. You can't, because it's just going to bring you restlessness. All right, well, let's see. I'm going to get... actually, I've just realised... I've got my cards over here. So let's see. When it comes to your working life, your career, your finances, let's see what's going on there. Oh. Offer. Raise your vibe, yeah. You raise your vibration and attract opportunities when you love your life and each day to the fullest, yeah. So if you're not happy where you are, I mean, obviously, no good feeling like, oh, well, I just have to deal with what is and then remain restless. Raising the vibe here means recognizing that, well, I could do that if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Learning, yeah. For some of you, you're choosing to work instead with towards business results. You may be doing a business course, learning something. Some of you are going into sales, or you work in sales, and get creative. How can you break the rules in your niche? How can you create momentum? And for some of you, you're looking at ways that you can bring in some passive income by investment and that kind of thing as well here, Leo. So yeah, a little bit of an edgy kind of reading, but I feel that you're on edge at the moment, Leo, but I feel that you can bring peace. I feel that making a conscious choice to let something go and instead focus your energy on raising your vibe here, doing it with confidence, recognizing that, well, you know what, that other situation may not have been for me. Getting to know the real you, the new you, the one that is letting restlessness and anxiety and worries go, and instead is moving confidently towards your future by healing and releasing the past and stepping into your power. Let's get some tea leaves here for Leo for this week of May 17th. You're a tough one to read this week, Leo. Oh, we've got June, so that could be bringing some peace to you. Yeah, June, time to go out and have some fun. We've got the grapes. Oh, we've got money coming to you as well. Very nice. We've got the unicorn. You're a bit of a unicorn here, Leo. You're doing your own thing, tapping into your sixth sense, use your intuition. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. Grasshopper. And, yeah, muddled, unclear thinking. I was getting that throughout the whole reading, guys. But I feel that you'll come out the other side of that, guys. I wish you all the very best. Please do take care. If you'd like a personal reading, you can reach out to me. My links are down below, or you can Google me, Gypsy Insights Tarot on Etsy. Thank you so much, Leo, for your likes, your shares, your comments. Please do let me know if this is resonating with you, and you're one of the Leos here that has this muddled, unclear thinking. Yeah, it's a situation that it's like standing on that knife's edge. But I think that you're going to really come into your power. It's starting to happen. This healing energy around you is starting to happen this week. Leo, bye for now.